Hi everyone, it's Brad here and welcome to week number 3 of MUS 223. Let's take a look at our assignments for week 3. Our learning objectives are we're going to discuss strophic form and how it remains a popular musical form today. We're going to look at the musical elements of a chosen piece to create a musical interpretation and apply listening skills to identify specific forms found in the Baroque period. Here's our module overview. I won't read all of this, but I'm going to point out a couple of things. We're in the Baroque period this week from 1600 to 1750. Here's the names of some of the more famous composers from this period. You can see here where the term Baroque came from. In the Baroque period, we see music that's very ornate, it's non-symmetrical. We see composers like J.S. Bach, George Frederick Handel, Antonio Vivaldi become more prominent. We're going to see next week when we start to talk about the classical music period, how there's a shift away from this very ornate and non-symmetrical style of music that you're going to hear in this week's listening examples. We're going to talk about through composed music this week and strophic music. Through composed music is music that's composed without any major repetitions. In other words, it's composed all the way through. In strophic form music, we're going to see music that repeats verses and choruses, which we're much more familiar with. Popular music right up until 2018 is still written in this form. You can find thousands of songs written in the strophic form. Some other identifying characteristics of Baroque music is we're going to see things like terrace dynamics or sudden shifts in dynamics from loud to soft or soft to loud. We're going to see this driving rhythmic force in the music. You're going to see more emphasis placed on melody, and you see this term homophonies, a melody, a single melody with an accompaniment. You're going to see this as a result of the explosion or the more development of the operatic form of music. And as we go into the classical and romantic periods, we're going to see it develop even more. And then you're going to start to see shifts in mood between sections of music in the Baroque period. When we get to the classical period, we're going to start to see that within movements of music, but not yet. Now let's go back and look at our discussion. You're going to find a piece of music, and here's an example that's in strophic form. You see this, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Sometimes strophic form songs have verses only, no chorus. Sometimes strophic form songs have verse, chorus, and a section called a bridge, which I'll give you a link to some definitions for these terms so you can easily find these in a piece of music. But what you're going to do this week is you're going to find a popular piece of music. I want you to find a video on YouTube, embed it in your post, and then analyze it. Tell us where the verses start. Tell us where the chorus starts each time it comes back. If there's a bridge in the music, tell us where the bridge begins and ends. Some of these songs have bridges, some of these songs do not. So listen very carefully for that. And while we're talking about discussion board, I want to make sure everyone knows how to embed a YouTube video. So let's say I want to embed a video here that shows the strophic form. So I'm going to click, let me click back out of this. This is the Insert Stuff button. You click this button, and I'm going to embed a YouTube video. So this takes you directly into YouTube, and I'm going to embed a song called Manic Monday by the Bangles. Some of you know this song. This song has a very short but distinct bridge in it. It's a great example. So if you're looking for a song that has a bridge and you want to find a song with a bridge, listen to this song and see if you can pick out where the bridge is. If you think you can figure out where it is, send me an email and let me know where the bridge begins and ends, or where you think it begins and ends. So I want to search for this video. So I click search, Here's the video. I click it. I click next. I click insert, and then there's the video. And then I can click here and type my discussion in for the song. And that's how you embed a video into your discussion board post. Just wanted to make sure everyone understood how to do that. So let's go back here to the Module 3 page. One more thing before we end the video for this week. Last week you proposed your work for the milestone, and as you know, if you've looked, the milestone assignment takes place over a period of a few weeks during this course. So what you're really doing is writing a paper, but we're writing this paper in parts instead of writing it all at once. So now that you've proposed the piece of music that you're going to discuss in your final assignment, now we're going to get started on that. And milestone 2 is going to focus on musical interpretation. And here's the description of how you write the paper and all of the critical elements that need to be addressed. It's all right here in this rubric. It's found right there in the Module 3. Requirements of submission. Please follow this very closely. 2 pages minimum. That means 2 type pages, not including references. So please submit a paper, double-spaced, 1-inch margins, 2 type pages. Double-spaced, 12-point font, 1-inch margins all around, citations in APA style. Make sure you cite within your text, and then you provide references at the end. Please don't submit an assignment without these elements. And then you can see here how this assignment will be graded. Follow this rubric closely as you complete this assignment. And it's found right here in the module, Milestone 2 Guidelines and Rubric. This is your final project guidelines. This is for Milestone 2. This is the assignment you are submitting this week. And that's a very quick overview of week number 3. Call, text, email, post on the discussion board anytime you have a question. I'm more than happy to help you. And just make sure you contact me. Anytime you have questions, you need guidance on something, I'm always here to help. Thank you.